Hello, my name is Daniel Perez from Central Coast Kenpo Karate, along with Miss Jenny Martinez from Central Coast Kenpo Karate. And we're going to be working some ideas off attacking mace. Okay, I like this technique a lot. I mean, it's a really cool technique because it easily leaks into your future levels of your upper ranks as well. I've been doing a lot of bag work, a lot of forms. That was our theme last week. So I'm going to move in a little bit into techniques now. I might do one on sets on the next one. I like to flip-flop it, some theories and principles, concepts, things like that of the system. But let me go ahead and go into attacking mace. As we know, it's against a right step-through punch. You're going to step back, left inward block, check, horizontal punch, wrap around, roundhouse kick, almost like a 45 degrees, pull them up and punch. That's how we do it. Some do it with an uppercut. We do it normally with a horizontal punch, but an uppercut works just as well. Okay? So what I like about the technique, just to kind of go over it, so Miss Martinez comes from this end. So she throws a right step through punch. I'm going to step back, block, track up the elbow. Make sure, you're at the elbow because you're on the outside. Check the arm, punch to the ribs, okay? From there, as I grab, hopefully to grab the wrist in time, I'm going to shoot my roundhouse kick, not completely horizontal, but more upward to a 45 here. Bam! Right, to the solar plexus or the groin. And then I'm going to pull her with the diagonal cross pull check to check that rear arm and to check her height with the punch to the kidney here. So this bam, right here, or an uppercut. Either one works, okay? So the idea is that sometimes with the reaction, it might not make sense for a beginner student or some people because you can't expect the person to stand there. So when we do this, we have as I block, we check, but when I punch her, and if I was going to lay this in right, she's going to move away. Obviously just out of pain, she's going to get out of the way, right? So what I liked about this is that when we have the step back, 1, 2, 3, bam, I got to grab her, there's the kick, there's the punch, okay? I'm going to control her height. Now, so on this is what we want to try to do. Let's go to a 45.
Yes, sir.
So again, we'll go kind of fast.
Yes.
Okay, that's the idea. Attacking mace. They're going to move away. There's no way that they're going to be standing there. That's why the roundhouse kick exists. If it wasn't there, if they didn't move away, the roundhouse kick won't work because they're way too close. So if we go slow, and as soon as I block here, check, punch, but she doesn't, let's not move away on this one.
Yes, sir.
So here, right here. If I did the roundhouse kick, I'm going to miss her with the foot, and then it probably hit her with my shin. So then it would be a knee strike. Boom. Right? You would do that instead. Or check the leg. Now, what is that? If I do a knee strike, well, what is this arm right here? It was checking now. I'm grabbing her. I'm hoping to step through. That way I can punch her. But if it's this case, I'm going to do get to destruction.
Yes.
Check and an elbow. Okay? Because get to destruction works from that close range of, instead of extending the foot out, your knee. Okay? So get to destruction would be a nice little insert, add-on, what if phase portion of it. What if they didn't move back? Well, I get to destruction in it. Okay? I could still end up with the uppercut, but if my arm is at this point where I'm blocking and she didn't move back and I went here, well, I'm going to go with it. If she's not going to move away, I'm going to attack this elbow because it's right here. And as I attack, I'm going to pull it to a knee strike, check it, and here's the elbow. Okay? So get the destruction, pop. Obviously the extension comes in. But that's one fun thing you can add in with attacking mace. Another thing is, attacking mace has so much fun drills you can add. Here's another one. Because you got to consider the other arms coming in. So as soon as I block, here's the front arm, here's that rear arm. If I'm not ready, I'm going to eat this punch. Boom, right to the face. Well, why is that check there? It's to check the other arm. It's to cross this arm into their arm and to check the width of their body. So if I step back, block, and she throws this arm, checking her arm. If she spins, I can still check her with this one arm. All right? Now I can strike here, take the groin, right? A couple other areas, right? So the idea is that you can have fun with that with a student. So in other words, You throw the punch, block, check, swings the other arm. Check, swing the other arm. Boom, check. I have her in check here, bam, then I lay the punch in. Okay? So that's the idea of being able to make it fun for somebody. You can move around, so go ahead, block my right arm with your left.
Yes, sir.
Go, now check, now move around. Punch, boom, punch, boom, punch, boom, okay? That's a nice little fun drill. You can move around with this technique because that's really how it's going to go. No one's going to be stationary. If I did the punch, be ready to check to you and punch.
Yes, sir.
Okay, into your guard, right? So you go from here. So if I came in straight, she loops in, 1, 2, boom, and she's checking this arm and punching me instantly. Okay, so attacking mace has that, and that's what we want to do. Now we carry on to another part of attacking mace, the ending. Okay, so if she happens to block the arm, check, punch the rib, bam, as I move away, she's got to capture this quick before this arm goes away. Now that's going to pull her kick into my body. Bam, that's going to make her much more stronger, much more velocity coming in. If I had kids, I would get a fun noodle or those foam swords. Here, let me grab. Can you get one?
Yes, sir.
And then the foam swords. Hold on, I'm going to check, see if the angle's pretty good. Oh, yeah, we're still working.
Just this one?
Still working good. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so you got a fun noodle here. Here, you tell the kids or beginners, put your arm out. Punch. And here's our arm. So grab. Good. Let go. Ready? Punch. Grab. Good. Punch. Grab. Good. When I do this, grab it. Boom. Good. Now when I yank it, she's going to pull, kick. Pull, kick. Boom. That's it. Okay? That's what we're going to work on. Okay? So that's a fun little drill there we can do as a fun noodle. Obviously, bag work, step through kicks, basic isolation. That's all good. All right. So going into the next part is the back knuckle. Pulling him down. So actually block. Check. Punch, boom, I move away, she captures fast. Just that itself can be a drill. You got one arm up, punch, boom, good. One arm up, punch, boom, good. Okay? Anyway, she grabs, okay, pulls in for the kick. Bam! All right. Now let's turn a little. Right here, she has to yank me down. She yanks me down before I shoot this left punch in. So while she has me here, I'm like this, I might swing, and you have the person yank the other person, and shoot that punch into the kidney, boom, before I come in. Now you can isolate that. Let's go guard up. If I throw a back knuckle, she goes the outward block, yank me down, and punch. Bam! And by the way, that's a sparring technique. You know, in the yellow belt level, a 2A, B, that idea, BA, that, you know, all those. That is attacking mace. Basically, it's attacking mace. Those sparring techniques can go low or high. If I got this one, I can go up, and she can go to the face, or she can go to the body. And in the journal, I know it's considered an uppercut. Okay, but we normally do it as a horizontal punch. That's how we do it. But we can do an uppercut. Either way works, no right or wrong. But that's something we can have fun with. But it's attacking mace. We're here. I come in, pop, boom. Yeah. She has to try to hit me before I pop her with my left hand. Okay, so some ideas with attacking mace. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you again.